Alright, let's roll. Cutter's Cry as a DPS, so at least I don't have to worry too much about mechanics that I might not know about. Ah. We made it. Oh, we got Corinne. I didn't even realize. That's why we made it. Haha, thanks, Corinne. I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. Alright, so here we are doing Cutter's Cry as the monk. Now, it's been a very long time since I've done a monk video for these series, but, you know, we're reviving all of them, so here we are. We're level 48 as a monk. I'm almost level 50, so I'll almost have my monk gear. But essentially the idea with the monk, if we remember, is to try to use all of our positionals as properly as possible. And that includes keeping up twin snakes in order to give us a damage boost. And we want to, the most important thing, in my opinion, about the monk is keeping up your stacks of Grease Lightning here. The more stacks you get, the faster your attack speed is, and essentially the more damage output you have. So it's all about that. That and just maintaining your position so that you get the proper damage boost from your abilities. And it's easier said than done, unless you've been playing the monk for a long, long time and you have that ingrained into you. Because one thing that I think some people will do is play the monk and not really care about the positionals. I shouldn't be using Demolish on these guys. It's not... They don't stay alive long enough for it to matter. And I think that is a bad thing to do, in my opinion. Like, the thing is because you can skate through fine without actually needing to manage your positionals, and it can create bad habits that will be hard to get out of much later on. Excuse me. So you should always be, you know, at least trying your positionals and trying to do okay. But I understand that it's tough because you also have to be targeting the same enemy that the tank wants you to target, and keeping track of your twin snakes as well is a little difficult. The tank wants us to target this, so we will. We have twin snakes up already, so we don't have to pop that. Come over here. Now we need twin snakes though. And we got rid of him fairly easily. Alright. We also have cooldowns as well. Like in a release, I basically use it on cooldown. It's a damage buff. So you essentially should be using it at all times, in my opinion. Except for very specific instances where, you know, you're at the end of a fight, you don't necessarily need to use it at the end of a fight, but... Get my positionals all messed up here. There we go. I'm kind of all over the place. It's been a very long time since I've, like, tried to play the monk constructively, so bear with me on that, but hopefully we'll get better. You know, we're going to be playing it every week, so we'll end up getting better. We're just trying to get back on that bicycle right now. And we're not doing that bad. So Cutter's Cry has a lot of these little AoE areas that you just want to make sure you're not standing in. They can surprise you, so it's, you know, it is easy, but there are moments where it could surprise you. Okay, so we do have some AoE abilities as a monk, but I don't think any of them are unlocked to me right now. Hold on. Okay, yeah, we do. The E ability here. And a cone before you. So yeah, you can use this in a cone before you to do some AoE, but I don't know, man. I don't really like it that much. Especially when I'm already just trying to... Oh, God. I got dropped. That whole time I wasn't... So I don't know, because I think Sakura died too. I don't know if I was standing in something or if I was getting hit because I was tanking because Sakura died from something. I don't know. I was too busy trying to talk about my abilities, and my mind is only capable of so much. So I don't really know what happened there, but we died. Oh, maybe I got hit by an explosion and I just wasn't paying attention. You can tell it's been a while since I've done this. So this boss, I remember next to nothing about, so we're just going to try to do as much damage as possible, because that's what we do. Keeping our positionals in mind here. Definitely we can do demolish against this guy, though. There we go. Gonna need to reapply Twin Snakes. It times up really well, so kind of always know what's expected of you. Looks like we might be able to get another demolish on, so let's do that. Come here for Twin Snakes, come back here for demolish. I don't see any ads. Okay, now there's ads. Is this the one where, like, somebody's supposed to circle the dude around, and it's like the healer that usually does that? Oh, they just want to target the boss down. That's probably a good idea. We have enough damage coming in anyway. Yeah, target the boss. I'm going to use inner release here, even though it's probably not necessary. Yeah, it was just to make sure. We got it. We got it. We're doing fine. It's only natural for it to be a little bumpy the first time playing a monk in a very long time. And then to come do a dungeon that we haven't done in like years. Sweet. Thank you, Creech. Skip these guys here. Okay. Does she mean just like run in and... I think that's what she means. She just wants us to jump into the portal. There's a portal over here. Quick. I didn't even know that you can do that. That seems overpowered. Alright, let's sprint. I don't know if we're skipping these guys too. Yeah. Looks like it. Cutter's Cry, everyone. You just skip all the mobs. And now we're at the second boss. Alright, so now we have this boss. I think he has, you know, certain types of underground abilities here that we gotta watch out for. Keeping our positionals in mind, let's go ahead and pop inner release and get to town on this dude. It is pretty fun as the monk when you really ramp up and get your Grease Lightning all the way up to 3 stacks. And you can really start to feel the damage coming in as well. I think I overlapped demolish there. Okay. I got a little lost in my combo there for a minute. So I think we're supposed to be on the outskirts. Simple it up. Alright, let's Let's put Demolish on again. Come here. What's going on here? It says he's hitting Sakura, but it's pretty clear that he's hitting me. So I don't quite know what's going on. We're going to use Bloodbath, one of my favorite abilities in the game. But we just got healed, so Bloodbath didn't matter. I really like the idea. At first I didn't like it. When Stormblood came out, I just popped internal release just as the boss went underground, so that's cool. But before Stormblood came out, the tanks had the ability to take Bloodbath, and I really liked using it as a tank to sort of help the healer. But after thinking, and I was a little upset that I lost the ability. Sorry, I'm screwing this up. I was a little upset that I lost the ability when Stormblood came out, but the more I thought about it, the more I realized that I actually really like the idea of putting it on a DPS, because now when the DPS takes some random damage, they have a way to heal themselves by just popping Bloodbath and continuing doing damage. They will heal over time that way. So it's pretty cool. I really like that. But then if your healer's kind enough to just heal you, then it doesn't really matter, does it? Well, he's dead. So onwards we go. This area is pretty cool. I like the idea of Cutter's Cry, where you start up on top and you dig down deeper and deeper, and now we're, you know, in some different cave. Looks like we've got a big pull coming, so we'll sprint to keep up with our tank. And I don't know, man, this AoE, I just really don't... I'm not going to use it, to be honest. I shouldn't stand on that explosion either. That was a bad move by me. God, that keeps hitting me. Okay, so now we're going to use Bloodbath to do exactly what I was talking about before. There we go. Try to remember to keep Twin Snakes up at all times. When things go well with the monk, they go really well. And you can really see your damage affecting... Like, you can see how much damage you do compared to everybody else, and it feels good, because you get rewarded by playing your class well. And the monk has potential to do some of the most damage in the game, so I've heard. So, it's pretty cool when it works out. But you can find yourself, or at least in my opinion, what happens is I get kind of lost for like a couple seconds, and I forget where I am in my combo. And I get really tunnel vision on my combo, and then I forget to dodge AoEs, or don't notice that the tank is doing something else, or what, you know? And especially when I'm talking about it all while I'm doing it, it makes it even more difficult, so... Like I said, you're just gonna have to bear with me as I get used to playing this class again. I'm pretty sure if I was, you know, to just drone out, or zone out, I guess, and just focus only on playing, then it would be a little bit easier to do. But then it wouldn't be so good of a, you know, a video, so gotta compromise. I'm just gonna, we're gonna sprint and use our combo at the same time. I'm gonna pop internal release for that extra damage. Try to melt these things. And again, there's an argument to be made for me, like maybe I should be using my AoE ability here, but I just don't like it that much, so I'm just going to stick this solo target here for now, until I can convince myself of its usefulness. we go. Is this the last boss? Flying through this dungeon as well. The Chimera. Okay, so this one's pretty simple. It's blue eyes away, purple eyes in. And that's all you really have to care about. Now, again, a little easier said than done because as I'm trying to focus on my combos, I might miss the prompts. That's always a possibility. But in those cases, just try to watch what your teammates are doing and just hope that they're doing the right thing. So he's blue, so we want to get out. There we go. Get back in. Actually, I'm going to hit him with Demolish. Violet, so we're going to want to stay in. Also, I am on limit break duty, so just trying to forget about that. Violet, so we're in. And we're just tearing this guy apart, just chewing him up. The Violet is really good for us here in this position. I'm realizing one ability I totally forgot that I had and I forgot to use is shoulder tackle. Oh, I should get out of that. Oh, he's blue. Shit. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Wasn't paying full attention. Alright, we're not going to get to the second limit break, so I'm just going to pop it now. We weren't going to get there. So now we can't really do our positionals, but the boss is almost dead. So screw it. And there we go. That is Cutter's Cry from the monk's perspective. I want to say thank you very much. How is this? Did Corain make it through the dungeon finder, the duty finder? I'm a little confused, but let me end the video first. So, yeah, in that dungeon, I think we did okay. Obviously, I got a little sidetracked because the monk has a lot to focus on when you're doing DPS, and if you're trying to do it... Yeah, okay, you know, Corain did just make it through the duty finder. So that's why we were able to give him commendations. He wasn't in the party. So I had a reason to be a little confused early on. But anyway, we played okay. We explained it okay. I could have done better at both, and I apologize. But we're just going to have to, you know, get back on that bike and get better. But it's really all about maintaining your combo. You have two combos, right? One which increases your damage, so you want to keep that up at all times. And then another which gives you stacks of Grease Lightning, which you want to keep up at all times. So you're basically alternating between the two combos while using your DPS, you know, internal release and bloodbath and stuff like that. And just focusing on that. And it's basically as simple as that for the beginning. So I tried my best. We did pretty good. Thank you again to Sakura and Corain for joining me for that one. And that's going to do it for the DPS. We'll see you next week. Thank you very much.